The story of the Wright brothers. At the turn of the 20th century, human flight was still just a dream. For centuries, people had looked at birds in the sky and wondered if humans would ever soar like them. Many tried and failed. Some built flying machines that crashed immediately. Others risked their lives and lost them. But two brothers from Dayton, Ohio, Wilbur and Orville Wright, believed they could make that dream come true. They were not wealthy inventors or famous scientists. They ran a small bicycle shop, fixing chains, wheels, and gears for customers. Yet, their curiosity and determination were bigger than their shop, bigger than their city, even bigger than the world. From a young age, the brothers were fascinated by motion. Their father once gave them a small toy helicopter powered by rubber bands. It flew into the air and amazed them. That moment lit a spark. They thought, if a toy can fly, why not a man? When they grew older, they studied everything they could find about flight. They read about failed attempts, studied bird wings, and experimented with gliders. Many laughed at them, calling their dream crazy. After all, people said, if God wanted man to fly, he would have given him wings. The brothers soon learned that building a machine was not the hardest part. Controlling it was. Early gliders could lift off, but they were unstable, dangerous, and impossible to steer. Wilbur and Orville were determined to solve this. In 1900, they traveled to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, a remote place with strong winds and soft sand, perfect for testing gliders. There, they battled harsh weather, strong gales, and countless crashes. Many times, their gliders smashed into pieces. Many times, they walked away bruised and exhausted. But they never gave up. Each winter, they returned to Dayton, studied their data, redesigned their machines, and returned to Kitty Hawk to test again. While others guessed, the Wright brothers measured. They built their own wind tunnel to test wing shapes, gathering data no one else in the world had. Slowly, failure turned into progress. By 1903, the brothers were close. They had solved the secrets of lift and control, but they needed an engine light enough to fly, yet powerful enough to lift a man. No engine in the world could do this, so they built one themselves. Working side by side, covered in oil and sweat in their workshop, they crafted a 12-horsepower engine with 2 wooden propellers. At last, their flying machine was ready. The Wright Flyer. On the freezing morning of December 17th, 1903, in Kitty Hawk, the brothers prepared for history. The wind howled across the dunes. Few people watched, just a handful of men from the local lifeboat station. At 10:35 a.m., Orville climbed onto the machine, lying flat on his stomach. Wilbur steadied the wings. The engine sputtered to life, the propellers spun, and the flyer rumbled down the wooden track. For 12 seconds, Orville lifted into the air, clumsy, shaky, but real. He flew 120 feet before landing in the sand. The brothers shouted with joy, shaking hands, their hearts pounding. They had done it. They had conquered the skies. That same day, they flew 3 more times, with Wilbur flying the longest, 59 seconds, covering 852 feet. News spread slowly. At first, many newspapers refused to believe it. But soon, the truth was undeniable. 2 bicycle makers had achieved what great nations, scientists, and inventors could not. The Wright brothers' invention changed the world forever. In just a few decades, airplanes carried people across oceans, reshaped travel, and altered the course of wars and history. every jet in the sky today carries their legacy. The story of the Wright brothers is not just about inventing the airplane. It's about two ordinary men with extraordinary persistence. They faced doubt, ridicule, endless failure, and even danger. But their belief never wavered. When Orville